Could your favorite superfood be doing you more harm than good? Let's talk about avocados, those creamy, rich fruits that have become a global health phenomenon. Americans alone consume over 3.5 kilos per capita each year. They're rich in heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, fiber, potassium, and essential nutrients. But here's the twist. Despite their impressive nutritional profile, avocados could be silently sabotaging your health if you're making one of 6 common and surprisingly risky mistakes. It's a truly astonishing paradox. Millions of people choose avocados, convinced they're making one of the smartest choices for their diet, but without realizing it, many are exposing themselves to risks ranging from digestive disorders to serious allergic reactions. Social media has glorified avocados to the point of obsession. People add them to smoothies, spread them on toast, and even use them in desserts, often with little understanding of the potential side effects. As a professional who has dedicated over a decade to studying nutrition and food safety, I consider avocados a perfect example of how even the healthiest foods can become harmful when misused. You see, just because a food is natural or nutrient-rich doesn't mean it's suitable for everyone, or that larger quantities are always better. Today, we'll uncover 6 common mistakes people make with avocados. All of these mistakes are backed by scientific research and could silently compromise your health goals, or worse, jeopardize your well-being. If you're ready to discover how to enjoy this wonderful fruit properly, reaping all its benefits without falling into hidden traps, go ahead and hit that like button. I'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you eat avocado every day, every week, or maybe you're a guacamole lover? Let's explore how to make this superfood work for your body, not against it. Mistake 1. Ignoring the hidden toxin, exposure to person. Let's start with something most people don't know. Every part of the avocado plant contains a natural fungicide called persin. It's part of the plant's defense system and is found in the leaves, bark, stone, and even the peel. All of these parts contain much higher concentrations than the pulp we usually eat. Although the levels in the ripe fruit are considered safe for most people, persin is still present in small amounts. Why should you worry? A laboratory study published in toxicology journals found that avocado extract caused DNA damage in human white blood cells under in vitro conditions. In other words, when cells were exposed to this compound in a petri dish, they exhibited genotoxic effects, meaning damage to the genetic material. Don't panic. This doesn't mean that eating guacamole will mutate your cells. The human body, especially the liver, is quite adept at processing these types of compounds. However, it raises important questions about long-term daily consumption, especially for those with liver conditions or sensitivities. Of greatest concern is how persin affects animals. In birds, it can cause rapid heartbeat, respiratory problems, and even death. In mammals such as goats and horses, high doses have been linked to mammary gland inflammation and heart problems. While humans are generally more resilient, individual sensitivity varies. Here's what you need to remember. Never eat avocado leaves, bark, or seeds, even in powdered form or as a tea. If you eat avocados regularly, consider following a cycle like 5 days on, 2 days off, to give your body a break. Be alert for symptoms like persistent fatigue, digestive issues, or skin rashes, which could be your body's way of sending you a warning. Mistake 2. The calorie trap. Eating too many avocados and unintentional weight gain. Avocados have a stellar reputation in the health world, and for good reason. But behind that healthy buzz lies a surprising truth. They're incredibly calorie-dense. A single large avocado contains about 320 calories, making it easy to overdo it without realizing it. This is where things get complicated. While avocados can support weight management, that benefit depends entirely on portion size, something many health-conscious eaters overlook. In fact, studies paint a more complex picture than most social media posts suggest. A study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association followed participants who ate 1 avocado a day for 6 months. The result? No weight gain. But that doesn't mean more is better. It simply means that moderation works. Another large-scale study, the Adventist Health Study, found that people who ate avocados tended to have lower body weight. But here's the catch. Those benefits were apparent with small portions, about 32 grams a day, or just a quarter of a medium avocado. When healthy becomes too much, you risk sabotaging your goals without realizing it. Stay tuned for the next critical mistake. Mistake 3. The cross-reactivity crisis, latex fruit syndrome. Millions of people with latex allergies may also react to certain fruits, and avocados are near the top of the list. This reaction occurs due to cross-reactivity, when the immune system mistakes similar proteins in different substances for the same threat. In this case, the proteins in avocados closely resemble those found in natural rubber latex. Avocados contain class I chitinase and potato-like proteins, both structurally similar to the latex allergen. So, when someone with a latex allergy eats an avocado, their immune system can react incorrectly, triggering symptoms ranging from mild to life-threatening. Who's at risk? Anyone with a known latex allergy, of course. But also healthcare workers, cleaners, food handlers, and others with frequent exposure to latex. Many people don't even realize they have a latex sensitivity until they experience a reaction to foods like avocados, bananas, or kiwis. Symptoms may begin with itching or tingling in the mouth and throat, swelling of the lips, tongue, or face, or localized rashes. However, in some cases, it can progress to widespread hives, difficulty breathing, rapid heartbeat, or dizziness, even leading to anaphylaxis, a potentially fatal emergency. Let's continue with mistake number 4. Stay tuned, because the next mistake involves something you probably do every day without thinking about it. Before continuing, if you haven't already, I ask you to support me by liking, subscribing to the channel, and if you don't want to miss any more content on senior health, activate the notification bell. Let's continue. Mistake 4. Storage and contamination, a hidden food safety risk. This next mistake almost never gets the attention it deserves, but it's crucial. Improper storage and handling of avocados can expose you to dangerous bacteria before you even cut them. Why? Avocados grow in warm, humid climates, which create ideal conditions for harmful pathogens. Their thick, bumpy skin may look like armor, but it actually harbors tiny crevices where bacteria like Salmonella, Listeria monocytogenes, and E. coli can nest. What's worse? Most people don't wash avocados before slicing them. This is a problem. When you cut through the peel, the knife can carry bacteria from the surface directly into the flesh. Food safety agencies, including the FDA, have warned of this. In fact, tests on avocados sold in supermarkets have revealed contamination on both the peel and the flesh. If the fruit is not washed properly or stored too long after cutting, the risk of bacterial diseases increases dramatically. Here's how to reduce your risk. Always wash avocados under running water and scrub gently, even if you don't eat the peel. Use a clean knife and cutting surface. Once cut, refrigerate immediately and consume within a day or two. Mistake 5. Drug interactions, a hidden risk. Most doctors don't mention. Avocados may seem harmless, but they can cause serious complications when mixed with certain medications, a fact rarely mentioned in routine medical consultations. The first area of concern concerns blood thinners such as warfarin, Coumadin, and newer anticoagulants such as dabigatran and rivaroxaban. Avocados contain moderate levels of vitamin K, a nutrient essential for blood clotting. These medications work by limiting the activity of vitamin K to prevent dangerous clots. That's why consistency is crucial. Your doctor will adjust the dosage based on your regular vitamin K intake. Suddenly, increasing your avocado consumption can throw the balance in the wrong direction, reducing the effectiveness of your medication and increasing the risk of blood clots. On the other hand, if you've been eating avocados regularly and suddenly stop, your blood may become too thin, increasing the risk of internal bleeding. Both scenarios can have dangerous, even fatal, consequences. But that's not all. Avocados are also potassium powerhouses, with about 975 milligrams per serving, much more than bananas. For people taking medications such as ACE inhibitors, e.g. lisinopril, ARBs, e.g. losartan, or potassium-sparing diuretics, e.g. spironolactone, this may become a problem. These medications already increase blood potassium levels. Adding too many avocados can lead to hyperkalemia, a condition in which potassium levels become dangerously high. Additionally, while the monounsaturated fats in avocados are often lauded for their metabolic benefits, they may also improve insulin sensitivity, which can pose a risk for those taking insulin or sulfonylurea medications. Increased sensitivity may seem like a good thing, but in this case it can lead to unexpected drops in blood sugar, causing symptoms such as dizziness, weakness, or even hypoglycemia. If you take regular medications, especially for diabetes, it's essential to consult your doctor before making avocados a daily staple. Leave a comment if this helped you better understand the risks. I'd also love to hear about your first-hand experiences with this fruit. Do you eat it often? How much do you eat? Now let's move on to the last part. The last mistake is perhaps the most overlooked of all. Let's explore it together. Mistake 6. Neglecting individual sensitivity and tolerance. This final mistake is one of the most overlooked, yet it can have profound health consequences, ignoring how your body personally reacts to avocados. Everyone's tolerance is different, and reactions can vary widely depending on genetics, existing health conditions, and even age. Unfortunately, many people assume that because avocados are healthy, they must be universally safe. But that's not always true. Digestive sensitivities. Avocados are high in fiber, with a whole fruit providing about 13.5 grams. While fiber is beneficial, it can cause bloating, gas, and abdominal discomfort in individuals with sensitive digestive systems or those unaccustomed to a high-fiber diet. For some, this can also lead to irregular bowel movements, including constipation or diarrhea. Histamine intolerance. As avocados ripen, their histamine content increases. For those with histamine intolerance, a condition in which the body has trouble breaking down histamine, consuming ripe or overripe avocados can lead to symptoms such as headaches, rashes, nasal congestion, digestive upset, and even anxiety-like symptoms. Genetic factors. Genetic differences can influence how well your body processes certain compounds in avocados. For example, some individuals may have enzyme variants that affect fat metabolism or make them more reactive to plant compounds like pinene. This means that one person may thrive on avocados while another may feel sluggish, bloated, or uncomfortable after eating the same portion. Age-related changes. As we age, digestive enzyme production naturally decreases, making high-fat foods like avocados more difficult to break down. This can lead to slower digestion, nausea, or gastrointestinal heaviness, especially when consumed in large portions or on an empty stomach. How do you identify your sensitivity? The key is self-awareness and monitoring. Keep a simple food diary, recording what you ate, how much, when, and any symptoms over the next 24-48 hours. This will help you identify patterns and adjust your intake accordingly. Comment below if you recognize any of these symptoms. You might be able to help someone else understand what's happening to their body. After examining these 6 major mistakes, you might be wondering, are avocados still worth it? The answer is yes, absolutely, as long as you consume them wisely and in moderation. Avocados remain one of the most nutritious and heart-healthy foods you can include in your diet. Their content of oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat, has been shown to lower LDL, bad cholesterol, and support higher levels of HDL, good cholesterol, key factors in cardiovascular protection. They are also rich in antioxidants, including lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 rare compounds that support eye health, reduce oxidative stress, and may protect against age-related vision decline. These nutrients are concentrated in the retina and have been shown to help reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss. But avocados don't just provide nutrients. They also help you absorb more of them. One of the most overlooked benefits of avocados is their ability to improve the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. as well as carotenoids from other foods. Studies show that adding avocado to a salad can increase carotenoid absorption 3 to 5 times compared to fat-free salads. So what's the ideal amount? For most people, the optimal amount of avocados is 1/3 to 1/2 of a medium avocado, about 3 or 4 times a week. This amount strikes the perfect balance between reaping the benefits and minimizing any potential risks. If this video helps you, please like and share it with someone who loves avocados. When eaten in the right portions, stored safely, and tailored to your body's needs, they offer a wealth of benefits, from cardiovascular support to improved nutrient absorption to improved vision. Have you made any of these avocado mistakes without realizing it? Have you ever experienced symptoms you couldn't explain until now? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might help someone else. And if you found this guide helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more evidence-based nutrition insights. Share this video with an avocado-loving friend. You could help them avoid a costly health mistake. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.